$250,000 is what I spent in one summer to go ahead and bring me and a bunch of friends over to party in Europe. But here's the thing, success seems to bring temporary friends. I was a millionaire at 19 years old. And here's the thing, I'm gonna give you the harsh reality that you might not realize. Like I just said, success brings temporary friends. You know how many friends I had at 19, 20, 21, 22, all the way up to 24, 25 years old. I would let them sleep over, drive my cars. I had a Lamborghini at the time, G-Wagon. I'd let some of my friends take the G-Wagon to, a club in New York City while I drove up in the Lambo. So again, amazing times. Now, of course, people grow up, right? But here's the thing. Once the well seems to be drying up, just so happens that a lot of people start to disappear and you feel alone. And I promise you, they were just there for a good time, not a long time, but that's okay. We're all opportunists at the end of the day. Some people just want a free ride, but you have to keep on pushing forward. Now, you ready for this? I know this is gonna sound crazy to you, okay? No one really cares what you have, or rather, they care about who you are. Crazy, crazy concept. Now, you know how long it actually took me to realize this? Here's the thing. I have to start off these videos with hooks, such as I made $1 million at 19, I have the Lambo and this and that. Quite frankly, I hate it. I don't like it at all. Why? Because I don't want people to look at me as that, as a car or a material thing being my personality. And the hardest thing to do is detach yourself. If there's one thing you need to understand, is that a lot of people do not care what you have, rather who you are. And when it comes to business and success, it's what you can do for them, your skill set, what is tangible. Because if there's a homeless guy on the street who can write phenomenal copy, well, I don't care you're homeless, you have a job with me. So at the end of the day, nobody cares about what you have. Now, I know this one's gonna be kind of weird, but summer is hot and winter is cold. Constant things remain constant. Pretty simple, I wanna move on. Not everyone will be around forever. So this goes back to friends, but more than anything, family, and actually people you love. No one's gonna be around forever, and you can't buy time. Time is a thief. You simply do not get your time back. So the money you make, you are trading your time for. So in your 20s, you should go ahead and do as much as you can. At the end of the day, you're not getting any younger. Rather, you have to go ahead and allocate your time. You either trade your time for money or you trade your money for time. That's in reality what's happening. And if you're in your 20s, maybe you're 19 through 25 or 27, 28, whatever it is, you need to determine right now, because if you fail at whatever the hell you're doing, you will end up, hopefully, where you started, back in your parents' basement, on a friend's couch. Restart with what you know and what you have at your disposal. Now, not everybody is meant to last forever. I had my high school girlfriend and everybody thinks, hey, they're gonna be together forever. Unfortunately, people outgrow people. And if you have goals that are ambitious, not a lot of people are going to be willing to stick around while you dedicate 20 hours a day. But here's the thing, if you can make it work, that's even better. The path you travel down, and specifically the one where you are trying to become successful, building your own, whatever it is, business, etc., requires, like I said, a lot of time, a lot of dedication. But again, you're gonna have to sacrifice and determine long-term versus short-term. And it's okay to be alone. It's okay to outgrow somebody. So again, that's life. So like I said, the only thing I couldn't ever purchase, no matter how much money I have or you have or Elon has, is time. You can't. It's simply not purchasable. It's the most sought after commodity. That's all we have is time. Like I said, time for money and then money for time. And next, if you dig your own grave, make sure to bring the shovel with you. If you burn bridges, make sure those bridges light the way for you once you cross to the other side. Success is way more than just material things, okay? It's okay if material things are your goal. It was mine in the very beginning. I wanted, the car, I wanted the, I wanted the apartment, whatever it was, right? It was material, that's fine. But as time goes on, once you get those material objects, you feel unfulfilled, because guess what? There's always a bigger boat. There's always more accolades. And when does it become that crossroad where it's like, oh, wow, okay, it's becoming way harder to achieve this, or I have different goals. So having a purpose, having a why is extremely important. But again, don't get caught up that, oh, I shouldn't have material things as a goal. No, you should, because that's what's going to help you strive in the very beginning. You have to have some sort of goal, some sort of outcome, some sort of gratification for your hard work, and that is okay. I'm gonna end this off here, is that God has a very interesting way with timing. You ever notice that some people come into your life, or opportunities present themselves at just the right time? It just so happened that 18 years old, when I had to go to my parents' basement, I caught 2 felony possession distribution charges for, certain things. And again, I was down in my parents' basement, and I had really old Mac at the time. And what happened is I went on a forum, Warrior Forum specifically, and I browsed a bunch of, sections on how to make money online. And just so happened I click on the e-commerce sub-forum, and next thing I know, I see somebody talking about AliExpress and dropshipping and this thing called Shopify. And so I decided, hey, look, let me try this out. Went to my grandmother, asked for some money. She was like, oh, are you doing bad things again? I said, nope. And what do you know? The very first attempt was a success. Again, I went ahead and just so happened to find the right opportunity at the right time. No, I think the big guy upstairs was really giving me a break. But again, just because he gives you a break and gives you everything doesn't mean he can't take away. Remember that.